Lisa. Welcome to my craft room. Hey, Cricut's got a bunch of really cool pop-up cards, and I've done a ton of them. So if you're looking for more, just check out my channel. And this time, I thought we'd do the dragon one because I think he's really, really cute. And since it looks like he's trying to light your candles on the inside, I thought I would put the little thing that says, "Need help with those candles?" So there's that. And then you open it up. And look how cute he is. So he's got his little cake. He's lighting the candle on the cake. And there you go. Anybody out there would love to get a card like that. So let's go make it. Here we are on the front page of Cricut. Now, all of these pop-up cards are on the front page. So you're just going to search for pop-up cards. There you go. I have done almost all of these, especially up here. Today, we're going to do the dragon pop-up card. I just did this Father's Day and the graduation one. So those are right in time with what's going on. We're going to do the dragon pop-up card. We're going to hit customize. And that's going to put it on your canvas. Now, first we need to do is ungroup all of these. So you're just going to go down here to actions and hit ungroup. Okay, so now everything's separate. I'm not going to show you how to do the envelope. That's very easy. I use a copy paper that larger that I got a ream of if you're going to send it in the mail because it's lighter. And so that's down in the description. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to hit this eye over here and that lets it go. Then you only need 3 images to go with this if you are going to do the front. Images start with hashtag capital M. And the frame is 8049381. Okay, so now you see I've put all 3 of your images on the screen here. So I'm going to fast forward from here on. You're going to click on this. You're going to hit insert, just like that. We'll go back to images. Okay, I've started fast forwarding through this part. You don't need to watch me look all this stuff up. When I'm done, I'll meet you over at the canvas. Okay, here we are on the canvas. We've got everything we need to redo the front. Okay, so first let's do the rectangle. We're going to do it horizontal, just like that. We are going to ungroup it. So go back down here to the bottom and hit ungroup. And that way we can add the text to it a little easier since it's ungrouped. Now for the text, you're going to go down here and hit a text box. And your font is awesome. Right here, you see it? Okay, so you click on that. Okay, here we are on the canvas. Let's get these guys out of the way for a second. We're going to turn this guy horizontal. There we go. And the size for this is going to be 1.7. The width, you're going to go down here to edit. Over here on the side, you're going to change the width to 1.75. There you go. It's little. So these are both going to be 3 inches high, which they already are. So we are not going to be messing with those much. Now I am going to bring this up high so you can see it. Now we need to add the text onto this. And what we need to do is we're going to have to ungroup it so we can add the text just to the white part. And then we'll change the colors here in just a minute with all the rest of it. So first, let's go to ungroup down here at the bottom here. There we go. Then I'm going to pull this out. And then I'm going to hit text right down here next to phrases. There we go. We are using the awesome font. Just hit search and type in awesome. There we go. Now, all we need to do, we're going to type in need, here, I'm going to make it a little smaller so it's easier to see. Okay. Need help. Oops, I missed the I, didn't I? There you go. Okay, and then, okay, then we're going to hit return and don't capitalize it. Those candles. Question mark. Okay. Now, okay, so we've got our thing out. We want to put this in the middle. So you're going to go down here to edit. And where it says alignment, over here on the left, you're going to hit that, and then you're going to hit center. There we go. Now, size. The width on this writing is going to be 1.5. There we go. And then that is going to go down here on your white piece of paper. And you want to make sure it's centered. Let me show you that again. You see all these purple lines here? I'm going to move these guys out of the way so they don't confuse you, okay? See these purple lines? This tells you when you're in the middle. And so you'll get a crossed one when you're right in the middle. So let me show you that. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I need to make it bigger so I can see it. Okay. There. So we've got right like that. And that way you know it's right in the middle. Now, you need to tell Cricut to write these words on this piece of paper. So you're going to drag your finger or your mouse and hit both of those. And then you're going to hit attach down here that's right next to group. Okay, there we go. Now it's connected. Now we need to, let's put these back together real quick. There we go, just like that. And then we'll group them back. There we go. Now, it's one big thing. We got it. Okay, so you've got this new program where they do the sizes different. I still haven't gotten used to it. Okay, so you don't have to do anything with the flames. Okay, they're 3 inches high. And then we're going to change some colors here. So some of these things, we're going to have to go into layers. Okay, because if it has a pen mark or a score mark on it, you can't just go in and change the color. You have to go over here to layers. So first, let's do the frame. The outside gray is going to be black. So you're going to highlight it, go back to edit, go over here where it says basic cut, and you're going to hit black. There you go. And this part is going to be yellow. So back to edit, back to basic cut. And then I think we're doing this dark yellow. We'll make everything the same. We're only going to have 4 colors on this card. The reason that I do that is, number 1, design stuff. Number 2, it's so you don't have to cut out as much. Okay, so the only other thing that we need to make, first I need to show you a couple things. I've done this card 3 different times now, and I've done a ton of these pop-up cards, and I have found the best way to do this is not to have this fold in the middle. Do you see that dotted line in the middle here? It's better as a cut line, and you cut it. It just, the dragon sits better in the card, it folds better, it's just better. So let's go find this circle. There it is. You see that? Okay, and then we're going to highlight just the score mark. We're going to highlight the score, go in here, change it to cut. And it is yellow, correct? Yeah. There we go. So we changed it to a cut, and we changed the color to yellow. Okay, so now I want to add another red circle around this. The best way to do that is we're going to highlight it, then we're going to go into edit, and then we're going to hit offset. And this is what happens. So mine was at about 2. Okay, so you can either move this back and forth, you see here, or you can go right up here and just put in 2. That's it. So done. Okay, and you see how that's gray there? So we are going to, it's usually, all the offsets are usually way at the bottom. So we've got it highlight. We're going to go back to edit. We're going to go back to basic cut. And we are going to make that the dark red. Okay, there you go. Now, we are also going to do a bunch of this other stuff. So first thing we are going to do, let's do the card. Okay, let's go find it because it's got a score line. So we have to highlight that, go to edit, hit basic cut, change it to the dark red. There you go. Just like that. Both of these do not have, and let me give you a little tip here on these guys. You can do these both at the same time. You can get them right close to each other, drag your mouse or your finger, then go up here to basic cut, and we are going to change that to the dark yellow. There we go. There they are. Whoops. There we go, just like that. Now, on this cake and the party hat, I kind of like the bright green. Of course, you can change it to any color that you want. Okay, so again, this is going to be a little bit tedious here because we have to go into each one of these. Let's go down here to the... Also, I changed all the lines to black except for the ones on the dragon, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and do the hats. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so you're going to go to edit, basic cut, and I just picked a green. It doesn't matter as long as you tell it to cut green. That's all that matters, or whatever color that you decide. I'm going to do that with all three of my hats. Okay, and then the pen marks, you're just going to highlight pen. You're going to go in here. Mine I did in all black, just the regular fine. Now, of course, if you want it to keep it blue, you can. But we have to tell the machine what color that we're doing because it's going to prompt you to put your pen on and off. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the cake. Okay. And if you didn't like the bright green, you change it to whatever you'd like to change it to. It's your card. You decide. Now we're going to change the pen to black and change the pen to black. Okay. Now we've got all the green. Oh, nope. I missed this one right here. Okay. So first we're going to go in here and turn it green again, and then we're going to turn the pen black. Just like that. You are going to be an expert after this because this is going to take a little bit of time. Now, this one here, where do we find it? Let's see. Let's go up. I made a mistake. The background gifts are red, not yellow. And we're going to change the pen to black. Oh, it already is black, so we're set. Okay. Then, let's see. Oh, on this one, I also want to turn the pen into, turn the pen to green. Of course, you can leave it black. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Okay, we're going to go here. And I think I used this light green. It doesn't matter. Whichever pen that you've got is going to work. Or you can do it in red to match the card. That's totally up to you. Okay. So now we have everything ready except we need to change the dragon. And again, this is a little bit of, work. So, and we're going to double check all these colors here in just a minute. Let's get all these guys colored. Whoops. Now, I'm going to move these guys right down here. We're going to have to do that in layers. Line. There we go. Now, edit, basic cut, black. There you go. You're not going to see the score lines because obviously they're black. So now on these, we're going to have to do these individually just like we did a minute ago. Let's get down here to the dragon. We're going to first we're going to change the pen. Now I did mine in a glitter gel green. Okay. You can't see it unless the light hits it just right because I wanted it to be very subtle. Okay. And then this is going to be black. There we go. Just like that. Okay, you see how the green circles? Okay, now this one here, let's just start down here at the bottom and start on the very first one. Okay, let's do black. And we're going to change the pen to glitter gel green, if that's what you want. Green. Apply. Next one up. This is a little tedious, but I like it the way that it turned out. So it's worth a little bit of work here. Oh, I think I did mine. Okay, we're doing good. Now this one we only have to change the color. Okay. Now we've just got 3 more. We're going to change this color to black. Change this pen to the glitter green. There we go. And this one. And we're just going to keep doing it until we're done. Okay. You are going to be an expert on all of this. Okay. Green. There we go. Okay. I think I got all of mine. Uh-oh. Look, for some reason, this is white. Who knows why? Every once in a while. There we go. Okay. Now, I think we've got them all. Everything ready. So now, the next thing, let's take off layers. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do sync, which is right next to layers. And this gives us all of our colors of everything. So here's all of our black, all of our green. Oh, I know what this is. In just a minute, we're going to take away this gray. For some reason, this thing gives me a gray level of this offset, and we don't need that. So I'll fix that here in just a minute. Oops. Okay, so you're going to go down here. We've got all the red. Okay. Except we need to change some of these colors. Okay, on the flames, you're going to want to put it down here with the wings. There's no use of trying to do all these in different... And then the flames from the dragon's mouth are going to go up here to the yellow. And you just put your finger down on the 3 red lines and just drag it up there. There we go. Okay. The only thing that is white is the little card. Now, if you want, you can, make that to green. It doesn't matter. So now we've got black, green, red, yellow, and orange. Okay, and the only thing that we need to fix is the gray. So let's go back into layers. Let's go down here to the bottom. Right here, and we're going to hide that. Okay, there we go. We still have our red. The only thing that we are missing here is we need to cut this red circle in half too. And after that, we're completely done. So how you do that is you're going to go to Shapes and Line. Okay, that gives you a line. And you see how it's dotted? Okay, and you're going to go put it down here right in the middle, just like that. Okay, this circle, let me show you how the easiest way is 4.45. So the easiest way is to go in here, go back to Edit, and put height 4.15. There we go. So now you've got, but it's still a score line. What we want to do is we want to change that to a cut line. So you're going to go back up here, and you're going to do basic cut. And we know it's red, so there you go. Now, oh, it's not long enough. Do you see how? Okay, let me see how. Let's do it. I usually just pull it like this, but for some reason, this one does not want to do that. So I'm going to undo it. There we go. We're going to make this line just a little bit longer. Height, let's do 4.5. There we go. Just like that. Just make sure it's in the middle. There we go. Just like that. One last thing I almost forgot. We need to have 2 of each of these flames. So you're just going to highlight both of them and hit duplicate. Boom. Done. Easy. You are ready to cut. So go ahead, go cut this out. And I will meet you at the craft table and we'll get it put together. Hi guys, here we are at the craft table. As you can see, it's well loved. My first hint and tip is I put everything on separate paper plates so I can kind of keep track of everything that I'm doing. I use art glitter glue. I get these smaller things with the little tip here because they're easier to work with the refill. There will be a link down in the description. So let's go ahead. We're just going to put this little bit of the cover together real quick. Okay. So just this little sign. I just thought this would be a cute little thing since the dragon is using his fire to light the candle on his cake. I thought this might be fun. Little sign to put on the front. Hold on, I can't get a hold of this. And we're just going to center it right here. There we go. It's hard for me to see from way back here. And like I told you when we were on the canvas, I kind of keep everything with three or four core colors. Why? Because it looks better. It's kind of a design thing. There we go. Okay, need help with those candles. So, and then we've got the fire. And we will do that. Okay. I always tell everybody we're not going to glue this stuff on the front yet, because what if we mess up on the inside? Then we'd have to make all of this all over again. So let's do that. We're going to do that after we get the inside completely done. So now let's work on the dragon first. I want you to put all your different pieces kind of out here. Now, I told you when we were on the canvas that I had used a green glitter pen. You can't see it very well, I'm sure, in the camera. I just wanted very, very subtle markings on the dragon. So you're not going to see it unless the light hits it just right. Okay? So here's this, and here is the one with the horns. Then we've got these, and these two are opposite. You can see that. And then this one. Okay, so first we're going to glue the stuff we need to glue onto the dragon. We need his wings and his fire. There we go. Just like that. Okay, his wings. You should have the exact same things that are opposite. Okay, and then you'll see where your markings are on here. So what we're going to do, okay, there we go. I'm going to move these out of the way for just a second. Now, these bottom parts, there's going to be like a little, just a little tiny outline here. So they're not going to match up perfect, which they can if you'd rather do that. But you see, you're going to have a little, not on the bottom, not on these spiky things, but right here on the edges, you're going to have a little bit of extra coming up. Okay. I always dry fit everything before I put any glue on anything. Just to make sure that I've got it in the right spot. I'm putting the glue in the right area. Okay, we're going to match up these bottoms. Okay, there we go. And then there, just like that. See? Now, if you do get a little bit of glue on there, it'll rub right off if you get it while it's still a little wet. Okay, there we go. Now, whoops, we're going to do the other side. Okay, dry fit it. Make sure I have the right spot. And then let's get the wings on. We'll get the flames on, and then we will put this guy together. And he's really cute when he's done. And you're going to be so happy, and so is your card recipient. I made one of these with a red dragon because I looked it up on D&D, and it said that the red dragon was the best one. Well, I mean, that wasn't metallic, like gold or whatever. Because my older son is a D&D fan. I mean, a D&D player. Okay, he's a dungeon master. He just bought his first house. So he is moving out because he came back during COVID to help us with our other younger son. We also have another adult son who is a special needs guy. And if you look on my channel, you'll see that I have a bunch of centerpieces and party decor, and that is for the monthly dances we put on for the special needs adult community here. So, okay, there you go. See that? Put it on both sides, and we're ready. Okay, so your first thing you're going to do is you're going to take these two tall pieces. Okay, this and this. See, I've got it on where my dots are. And that is going to be the front. And this is the front. You see this really long slit in the middle? And then this one on his head. You're going to go just like this. And you're going to push it. Get them to meet. And you're going to push it till they're all the way down. And they meet at the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to do this guy. Okay. He's the tall guy. And he is going to go in that next slot right here. So you're going to have to kind of work him around your flame and all that. It's not a big deal. You can kind of push it out of the way a little bit. Okay, so the middle of that slot goes into the middle of the next one, right up under his chin. Okay, push it till it goes all the way down. And then this one is going to go on the back, so we're not going to do that yet. We're going to do this one next. And it's going to go in the very next one. Okay, so they're all lined up. Hold on. Just get them lined up till they line up, and then you're going to push them down. Now, can you see that from up above? You've got 1, 2, 3. Now, you're going to take this little guy. Whoops, I'm sorry. I did the wrong way. Okay, he is going to go right here, and we need this tab to point out, to point towards his tail. Okay, so you see that little slit right there at the bottom of his tail? That's going to go in here. Got to get it in between his little tail scales there. I'm not exactly sure what those are called. Spikes. I'm not sure. Okay, now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces going that way, right? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is these guys. Okay, this one, you've got one. Now, you can see you've got these dots, so you know exactly which one goes where. This one is going to go on this side, and here's your other tab, and you're going to turn it to the outside. Only this time, instead of going down like we've always done, this time we are going to go up. Okay, now if you'll look on these 3 front pieces, 1, 2, 3, not this little guy with the tab, and then you see you've got 3 slots right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to match all 3 of these up, and it's going to take you a little bit of fiddling around with it. Okay, get this one in there too. There we go. Now you just got to get them all 3 lined up. Let's get this one in. Okay, see how that goes? And you're going to push that all the way to the bottom. And sometimes it's a little easier to do standing up. And you make sure your 4 that were going all that way are still going the right way. Do you see that? Okay, now we're going to do the other side. This is his foot. Okay, so that's gonna point forward. And you're going to do exactly what we just did on the other side again. So we're going to get these guys lined up. I find it's easier for me to hold these 3 pieces like this. It's just easier for me to guide it. See, I'll get it all started. And then once I do that, and sometimes if I just need this little piece, is easy to just kind of slide in right there. There you go. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to grab all 3 of them again, push them down. There we go. So now you've got both feet. You got both of your feet. Now here is the front. Okay. Here's your side. You've got this foot. Here's your other side, and you got this foot, okay? Now, this one is going to be even fiddlier. Fiddlier, is that a word? Okay, you see how this has got the 4 slots? It's going to go into all 4 of these pieces at once, okay? Including this little back guy who's kind of just hanging out by himself right now, okay? Let me turn it this way. This one's got a slot, this one's got a slot, this one's got a slot, and this little bitty guy back here's got a slot, okay? And here's his hand. So, of course, that's going to go towards the front, okay? So, and you'll see where you've got your dots drawn. If you used your pen feature, the easiest way is to get these front 3 started. Okay. Now they're a little bit easier to line up because you already did actually do these 2 middle ones because the other 2 don't start until way down far. There you go. Since you've got your feet in there, you already did their feet. Then this one's kind of easier to line up. There you go. Okay, let me show you. This is what your side should look like. There's your foot, your hand, your wing. And you've got this tab going out. Okay. Now, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And remember, you caught this last little piece back here with this wing piece. Okay. So, now we're going to do this guy the exact same way. Okay. Line it up on the 2 middle ones first. It's just easier because the other 2 don't start till it's farther down. Whoops. Make sure you get all the pieces in the front. There we go. Okay. Let me get these 2 in. Okay. That one's going right. This one is not. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, if you're real careful, look, this one I got behind the little tail. No biggie, just keep messing, you just keep working it until you get all 4 of the slots together in. Okay. Okay, this one's not quite in. These 2 are not quite in. There we go, just like that. Okay. You just have to keep lining them up. Lining them up. Okay. Now, this is the hardest one because you're trying to match so many different pieces. There we go. Look at that. You know it's done when it gets all the way down to the bottom. So there's what it looks like on the bottom. Okay, and you can set him up so he's straight. There we go. Just like that. Make sure his tail's in between his wings. So now you can see it from the top. You're going to see it from the side, either side. Look at that. You made a dragon. Look at how good you're doing already. Okay. Okay, we're going to set him a little to the side for just a minute. And I picked this bright green. I just like the way it went with the black and the red. See, look. Because it needs to stick out. The cake and the hat need to stick out. Now, well, first let's do the cake. Cake's easy. Okay. You've got 4 sides and a tab. I found the easiest thing is to stick your fingernail in there. For some reason, that helps it fold. Okay. Just like that. You're going to fold it on the 4 score lines and the tab. There you go. And then we're just going to glue it together. Okay. So just a little bitty piece of glue. You don't need much. There you go. And you want it to fit right on the edge of that. You want to make sure that it's even up. And then the best way to figure out if you've got it right is to go flat. Because remember, all of this stuff has to fold flat to fit into your card, so it will fit into the envelope. So there you go. Okay, there's your square cake. Then these 2, okay, let me show you. Okay, here's this bottom slot and this top slot. Okay, so you want your candles to kind of be facing front. Okay, so you're just going to do this Now, it might be easier for you to go ahead and put it in here. Okay, you're going to hook your little hooks into those slots and push it all the way down. See, look, just like that. And then you're going to do the same going this way. And you're going to go right in between that candle. Okay, there you go. Look how easy that was. You're already done. Okay, now this is going to glue on to your dragon. Make sure that your two arm pieces with the wings are all the way down to the ground. Okay, and this is going to and if it's easier for you, you can take these middles out. As a matter of fact, for me, it is easier. But I wanted to show you how to make it first. Then you're going to glue it right here. You're going to put a little tiny bit of glue right here on the top of his hands. And then this, and it depends on where you want it. I kind of like it sticking out a little farther, so I would like it on this back corner. Okay. And then you see the hand is in there. So I'm going to throw a little tiny piece of glue on the other hand. Can you see that? I put the glue right there, so it will glue on this other side, because remember, it has to fold flat. And that's how you know you're doing your dragon right, because look how good that is doing. It's folding flat, right? Okay, so we're going to make this back into a square. There we go, just like that. Make your dragon back to where it's doing right there, just like that. Okay, oops. I don't think my arms are even. There we go. Okay, now we can put these two in. First, you're going to do the one with the slit on the top. So you just stick it right in there, just like we did a second ago. You're going to just do the exact same thing. And then we'll double check that it folds, which it should. Okay. Come on, get in there. There we go. And then this one goes in the middle of the candle, just like I showed you a second ago. And the little, whoop, I had it and then I pulled it. Okay, there you go. Put our little hooks in. There you go, just like that. Fix my candle. Come on, guy. There we go. Let's get him all fixed. As you can see, he folds. That's why you don't put any glue on any of these. Let's open him back up. Okay, and I'm going to fold him back this way too, just so he gets used to folding. There we go. And my little arms are bent a little bit, so he's a little bit crooked, and I'll fix that at the very end. Okay, so if yours are a little crooked, you'll know. There, just like that. See? There he is. Now, we've got his hat. Okay, you see where this head is split, and it's kind of wonky? Okay, we want these two pieces to go on either side of that, and it's going to give him some stabilization on his head. Okay, so we are going to do a little tiny bit of glue on either one of these bottom corners. Make sure that both of these pieces have their slots at the top. Okay, you see the split up here? Okay, whoops, I put it too high. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it way down here on these two little corners right here. Okay, and then I want to make sure that I get the very edges of his head, because I want to stable up that split head that he's got. I know, that's silly, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing with the matching one. And of course, you see this one still has the slot on the bottom. That'll be last. So here we go. And here you can put a little bit of glue in the middle. Not a ton, but this thing still needs to fold. There you go, just like that. And just match up both of your hats, especially the slots in the middle, because remember, your other piece has to go in. And this one, okay, say this is the front of our, nope. Yeah, so you're going to put in right through both of them. Okay, so you're going to put this in right in the middle of both of those pieces. This kind of just gives the head some stability. There you go, just like that. Look, look, your dragon's finished. And you thought that was going to be hard. Look at that. Look how great you're doing. Okay, let's check one more time and make sure that he is folding, which he is. So here we go. Now, I know I told you when we were on the canvas to cut these in half. Why? Because I have learned the hard way that if you keep these folded, and you will see, these are one of the very first of these elaborate pop-up cards that Cricut made. You will see in the later ones where they cut these in half. Because since this is made to lay flat, if you fold this and then glue it in the middle of the card, it won't do right. It won't lay flat. It'll get all boogered up underneath there, and it won't look good once it's open. It won't look good once it's closed. I mean, it just doesn't look good. Okay. So here is what I'm going to show you. Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. These two pieces, whoops, there we go. First, we'll do that here in a minute. First, let's put where did I put it? Hey, whoops, sorry. I lost my red piece. So here we go. You've got these two pieces, and they are going to be a little bit farther out from the fold. Let me show you exactly what happens here. Okay. You want these going in a V, these slits in here, you want them going in a V like this. Okay. And then they're going to be about 1/8, I guess, of an inch around each one of these sides here, and this side here. And then, so then they're going to be about 1/8 of an inch apart in the middle, just right here. Okay. So first we need to put this in. So you're going to fold I'm going to put my fingernail back here. Okay, these are going to fold out. Let's fold these out like that. Okay. And these tabs are going to slide into those slits. Okay. And then, of course, we want to go ahead and bend this just to get it started. Okay. So it will bend right once it's in the card. And it should go right down the middle here. There we go, just like that. And it may bend the other way, it doesn't matter. You just want it to kind of be used to bending here, okay? And then these are going to go in these slots right here and right here. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how this works before we glue anything. Okay, there you go. Make sure we get these bent really well. There we go. And then when you close it, see, it'll go just like that. Okay, so first let's get these glued in. Let's let that go. Okay, now you see that? You see where I've got it all the way right there to the fold? That's what you want. You want to make sure you get it right there. You don't want part of the fold hanging out on the front of the card. Okay, so put some glue back here. Make sure it goes all the way to the fold. And then glue it, just like that. There we go. Okay, there's that side. And then we're going to do this side. Okay, there we go, just like that. And again, make sure that it's all the way to the fold. You want this piece flush with your paper, okay? And we're gonna fold that and glue it. So there you go. Now, I'm gonna sort of do this so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, look, when you close it, see? Make sure that it closes good. And there you go. There's your presents in the background. Okay. Then these, and we're going to glue this here in just a second. I want to show you this real quick. I kind of liked having another, you know, like this. Okay. You're going to do this like a watermelon, where you just have the red around this side. But first we gotta glue these onto the dragon first, okay? So first, let's do this. Let's get these glued into our card. So you're gonna come back here. You're just gonna put some around. Now, this is the back one, okay? On the front one, you have to be a little careful because you've got that dragon cut out on the front, and you do not want glue showing in that cutout that's on the front of your card, right? This one doesn't want to come out right now. I think I left it a little. There we go. Okay, now just like we dry fitted it a minute ago, we're going to come over here. And the easiest way I found is I get it right where I want in one corner, okay? And then I can kind of move it around how I need to, okay? There you go. And then we're going to get this one done. But remember, you don't want to put any glue here where it's going to show through the dragon. But you are going to, you see how this is all sticking up right here? You want to put a little bit of glue here. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that here in just a second. Okay, go. Okay, I don't know why, for some reason, I think I let it sit too long without putting the pin back in it. Okay, first I want to at least put a little bit of glue right here. And on this one, anything that kind of sticks out and doesn't have any support. Okay, right there. Okay, now we are going to do this. Look, see, exactly the same. Okay, so now, but remember, don't put any glue out in the middle. I don't know why this glue doesn't want to cooperate. Usually it comes out really good. Wonder if this one has decided that it likes me better. There we go. I don't know why it did that. Okay. There you go. And then you want to put a little bit on your tab right there. Okay. Now, you want to get the yellow paper across here even so it looks good. Okay. So, and remember, we're going to do it about 1/4 inch. And if you get both sides kind of matched up, you shouldn't have any trouble. There we go. Now, tear this up. Then, boom. Mine decided it didn't want to fold right. There we go. Just like that. See? Okay. Now, we are going to do your dragon. So let's grab our dragon guy. Whoops. Uh-oh. His foot came off. It's not a problem. But you can't glue any of these because they need to be able to move to go flat in your card. There you go. So if your foot comes out, don't worry about it. Just put it right back. Okay, now he is going to sit at an angle, just like this. And so you're going to need one here and one here. Okay, so they are going to go down like this, your slits, okay, just like that. And this one is going to go on this back tab. You're going to put it through that little tab there. You're going to turn him over. It's easier if you make him flat. just like that. I'm going to put a little glue right here, and boom. Okay, let's make sure we get him glued really good. And you know what? I probably messed up, but we can do this right now. I want to go ahead. Well, no, I'm wrong. We couldn't do it until we've got the back glued on, until we get the tab glued in. So here now, hold on. I'm going to put some glue around here. Okay, again, this is going to be just like a watermelon. And if your present drops out, don't worry about it. This side is going to be flush with the circle, and then there's going to be a surround around the rest of it. See, look, just like this. See? Okay, you're going to make it flush with your edge here, just like that. And let's get that one in there, just like that. There you go. See? And we'll fix the present here in just a minute. Let's get this other tab in here. Okay. Now, this one, of course, is going to go like this. And then it's going to go, let's get this guy in here. There we go. Just like that. You see how they match up? Just like that. Okay, just make sure that your circles are matching up. There we go. So we make sure that we've got him glued in the right spot. And then you're going to put some glue underneath here, and you're going to glue him in. Then we'll do the other red. If you don't want to do the red, you don't have to. I just thought it would look better than having yellow on yellow. If you want to make this one red, then that is your choice. So we are going to match this here. Turn him over so I can kind of see where I'm at. Push him over so he's even. So he matches on the other side. There we go. Okay, now let me show you where this is going to go. And I'll do the cake. If yours hasn't fallen out, you're doing good. But if it has, don't worry about it. What this is going to do, and you can put this anywhere that you want, but you got to make sure that your card will fold. Okay, you are going to match. I don't know if you can see this. Where's my spot? Okay. You're going to match the edge to the edges of here and leave this gap here in the middle of all your layers. Okay, just like that. See? Okay, so you're still going to have this red seam running down the middle. And all you got to worry about is make sure that these circles here and those circles there are even. And all you're going to do is you're going to put it right along this same edge of the yellow paper, just like we kind of did with these red circles, okay? Okay, and then I'm going to turn it so you can see better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to match it right up to the edge of the yellow, okay? There you go, just like that. See? Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know. Okay. Then on this other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. And you see how these are matching without even me messing with it? This is what we want to do, only it's going to be over. And you're going to do it right here on the edge of that yellow the same way. Okay? But you want these to match up. Okay? So let's do that. We're going to stick the glue up underneath. There we go. And you want to match it so it still looks like a circle. Okay, but you want it right on the edge of the yellow paper. Do you see that? You can still see your fold of the original card right along here. Okay, and look at that. Look at that. Look. You're doing so good. If you lost your inside of your cake from manhandling it everywhere, which is the same thing I did, just pop these two pieces back in here, just like we did before. There you go. Now look how good you're doing. Look at that. You can see the little dots on him. If you can see the glittering off the little tiny bit of glitter. Here. Once you're done, you're going to have to practice having him fold. because he is going to want to get caught. His wings are going to get caught in here. But once you get him used to knowing where to go, where the fold goes, you won't have as much trouble. Okay. So now you're done with the inside. And like I said, we don't want to do the outside until we're done with the inside, right? Make sure our wings don't catch. Okay, now we can finish the outside to have kind of some flames helping him with his candles. Okay, and this upper one, I want it down pretty far. No, I like it the other way, just like this. There we go. Just like that. Okay, and on this one going out, you can make it longer. Okay, I like it right there. And again, I'm going to use my little tip that I did earlier. I'm just going to put a little piece of glue here and a little piece of glue on this one. And now I've got them exactly where I want them. I can take this off. I can stick a little bit more glue up underneath them. Just like this. They don't need a lot. They're just on the cover. They're just going to sit there and look cool. Look like flames. Just like that. And then, okay, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. Now, you see how this one is like this? I'm going to turn it so the long part goes to the bottom. Okay. And then this long part goes to the top. So they're just opposite. Okay. Now, this is your choice on if you wanted these to stick up higher, you can make them stick up higher. If you want these to stick out a little more, because you've got more room over here, look, like that. I like them back about right there. What do you think? You think you like them the orange closer to this one over here like that? I like that right there. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. Sometimes when I need this, you know, for them to stay right there, I'm never going to get it to stay if I, and these, look, this part right here is sticking up a little bit because I didn't stick any glue underneath there. If you see anything like that, you just find a little spot. Now we are going to, whoop, I don't want to move that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to stick a piece of glue right here. There we go. Then up under the yellow and the orange, just like that. There we go. And then we are going to glue this side, just like that. And I did about 1/4 of an inch from the fold and from the bottom, so it looks kind of even. And look at that. Look how cute that is. I think this is adorable. And look, you're done. You've got this great gift. It doesn't say happy birthday. You know, if you guys are doing a graduation cake and it's going to have candles, you can use that too. Or you can do Happy Father's Day, whatever you'd like. But look how cute that turned out. And there you go. There's your dragon. Look at that. You did it. I'm so proud of you.